say heroes are made, but not born. In Africa and Uganda specifically, the name Kabalega strikes a chord due to the Nyangire Rebellion, which he staged against the British rule from 1891 to 1896. Born on 8 June 1853 to Omukama Mirundi, Rukana Marwaka Nembe Kiebambe IV of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom and Kanyange Nyamutahingurwa, Kabalega Chwa II was the Omukama of Bunyoro Kitara from 1869 to 1899. He resisted imperialism from 1872 when he defeated Sir Samuel Baker's troops to 1st January 1894 when the British declared war against him. On 9th April 1899, he was shot and wounded in the arm and captured alongside Kabaka Mwanga of Buganda Kingdom by Semei Kakungulu and Andrea Luwandaga, two Buganda military generals who were collaborating with the British colonialists. Kabalega was forced into exile in Kisimayo, present-day Somalia, and later the Seychelles Islands in the Indian Ocean. He died in Jinja on 6 April 1923 on his way back to Bunyoro from exile. It's upon this rich historical background that political leaders of Bunyoro and Kingdom officials have asked the government to declare 6 April a national holiday to commemorate Omukama Kabalega's tireless efforts in fighting colonial rule.
We're urging government that they honor every 6 April of every year as a public holiday. Going into whatever the good thing that Kabalega contributed to the people of liberating the African independence, but also fighting against the colonial rule. We also prayed that we get a public university named Kabalega Public University of Uganda to honor the people of Bunyoro, but also in the commemoration of the good things that Omukama Kabalega contributed to Uganda's independence, to liberating Africa, but also to fighting against the British rule, which had to produce the independence that we have today in Uganda.
I'm struggling to have Kabalega celebrated in Parliament by having a motion moved in Parliament before this thing came through. Except that being such a high-profile thing, I had to consult here, consult there. Now consultation has gone in from weeks to months. But I still believe, despite what has happened, we are going to definitely have a motion, and I'm glad my daughter from Hoima is here.
They were speaking during the Kabalega Memorial Lecture in Kampala, where Kenyan intellectual and Pan-Africanist Professor Patrick Lumumba was the keynote speaker and chief guest. In attendance were various leaders, academics and Pan-Africans from all corners of Uganda and beyond. Professor Lumumba urged the government to include culture in the education curriculum, saying that it is a sure way of safeguarding African culture from erosion.
Time is now for Africa to realize that there is a place for culture in education. The time is now for Africa to realize that there is a place for culture in politics and governance. The time is now that Africa must realize that there is a place of culture in resource management. The time is now for Africa to realize that there is a place for culture in giving pride of place to our women in governance.
Use and love our mother language. Let's love and embrace the culture of Bunyoro. For us, we greet in Empako. It doesn't cost anything when you are in another territory away from home to greet a fellow Bunyoro in Empako, to kneel down for the elders when you're greeting them, to greet people in your local language. You should not feel shy. Speak the Bunyoro, to speak our language, our mother language.
The planned Kabalega Cultural Centre was unveiled during the same event. It will be established in Hoima District, the capital of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom. The Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, Sir Andrew Byakutagateny, said that the Kabalega Cultural Centre will not only be a tourism centre, but also help in preserving the rich Kinyoro culture and tradition.
The activities started with an event in Hoima District at a place called Kikangara, Buyanja Secondary School, where Kabalega fought the last battle before he was crowned king of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom in 1869. And because of his legacy, we thought it was very important for us to commemorate these 100 years.
John Baptist Ahumza, Church of Uganda Family TV News at 8.